Now, Riah Phiyega's fight to clear her name starts tomorrow. It's day one of the inquiry into the suspended National Police Commissioner's fitness to hold office.
President Jacob Zuma suspended Phiyega in October last year over claims of misconduct. The Farlam Commission of Inquiry into the 2012 Marikana shootings recommended a probe into her fitness. Phiyega has already filed a High Court application contesting the findings of that commission. She wants a new inquiry led by Judge Neels Claassen to start a fresh probe into her fitness to hold office. Let's look back now on Phiyega's role in Marikana and the subsequent inquiry.
You remember that when the commission was appointed, you gave an undertaking, I take it I can fairly call it a solemn undertaking, on behalf of the SABC to cooperate fully with the commission.
The axe falling on the National Police Chief.
It doesn't square with the implementation of the promise of full cooperation.
I do not agree with you, Chair.
The tragic events of the 16th of August 2012. Riah Phiyega shot to fame earlier that year, the first woman appointed as the National Police Commissioner. Government was under pressure to rebuild the SAPS's public image after Bekicele's suspension the previous year. A board of inquiry found him unfit for the position after a property leasing deal he'd signed off was deemed unlawful. Phiyega too was not a career police officer. She'd previously held executive positions at ABSA, Transnet and the National Ports Authority.
Advocate, I don't think this has got to do with my personal credibility.
But neither her academic qualifications nor her corporate experience insulated her against the pressures of National Police Commissioner. Just 2 months into her tenure, a watershed event that would put her career on the line.
Takes into account the level of threat there is at any given time.
In August 2012, Lonmin miners went on an unprotected strike. 10 people were killed in the first 2 weeks. The labor action culminated on the 16th of August. After failing to defuse the standoff with rubber bullets and tear gas, the SAPS's tactical response team resorted to live ammunition. The body count, 34. A few days later, with South Africa and the world still reeling in shock, Phiyega praised the policemen involved in the shooting for their hard work and for keeping the country safe.
The session at Potchefstroom.
In the wake of Marikana, the president set up the Farlam Commission of Inquiry. Within the first 3 months, it emerged police were withholding critical information. About 2 weeks after the shooting, police held a top-secret meeting in Potchefstroom at the so-called Roots Conference. They allegedly crafted their version of events. Evidence casting police in a bad light was concealed, and some even fabricated to fit the script. Evidence leaders submitted that police deliberately ordered mortuary vans on the morning of August 16th, requested an additional 4,000 R5 rounds, concealed various videos from the commission, planted false evidence by placing weapons on the bodies of dead strikers, and repositioned the bodies of victims shot in the back. All to justify their move towards a tactical phase.
Takes into account the level of threat there is at any given time.
Throughout proceedings, Phiyega was at odds with evidence leaders and lawyers for the miners and widows. It took nearly 3 years for the commission to complete its work. Judge Farlam's verdict, unsurprising to most. Members of the executive were cleared, as well as then non-executive Lonmin board member Cyril Ramaphosa. From police ranks, only Phiyega was singled out.
Meaning, we will ask them to leave. But then
The Northwest Police Commissioner Zuki Swambombo took early retirement.
what I told you is, today we are ending this matter.
The Commission has also recommended that there must be an inquiry into the fitness to hold office of the National Police Commissioner.
The recommendations were rubber-stamped by the President. The Board of Inquiry was announced in September last year. Phiyega has consistently maintained her innocence, claiming a deliberate campaign to tarnish her credibility and reputation.
If there is an illegal protest and people are armed, we as police, it doesn't matter how many, we as police will remain very concerned. Whether it's 3,000, whether it's 300, whether it's 2, whether it's 7, we'll remain very concerned.
And has questioned the Independent Police Investigative Directive's timing in registering criminal charges against her. Phiyega will be represented by advocates William Mokari and Matlape Silo. Her rejection of Farlam's findings could well take center stage on day 1 of the Claassen Commission. Nozintombi Mia, SABC News, Johannesburg.